Okay, this is the help video for Module 5, Lesson 9. We're going to use the area model or pan of brownies and division by 1 to show the equivalence of two fractions. So our learning targets are, I can use an area model and division to show equivalence of two fractions. In the second learning target, I can understand my comparison is only valid when the two fractions refer to the same whole, like the same size pans of brownies. So, it has to be the same to be equal. This rectangle represents one pan of brownies is what we've been calling this in class. Simplify just means, it's a word that you're going to see later on, so I want you to get used to it. Simplify by composing larger fraction units using division. And then this is the kind of instructions, directions you'll see in your homework tonight. Compose this shaded fraction into larger fractional units. Express the equivalent fractions in a number sentence using division by 1. And remember, 1 could be represented by any number over any number, that same number. 2 over 2, 100 over 100, 200 over 200, all of those equal 1. So if we look at this fraction, we have 12 parts. So this fraction is, if we look at it here, we have 6 parts that are colored in out of 12. So this is our fraction. And so we're going to compose the shaded fractions into larger fractions. So I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use green. And so if we make this one, if we could stick those pieces back together, here's one piece, and then here's 2 pieces. Now we didn't color in anymore. We can just say we have 1 part of 2. So this fraction that we see right here is 1/2. And we want to show that if I had 6/12, you had 1/2, that's exactly the same amount. So we're going to take and we're going to divide. Remember, we're going to divide by the number 1, but 1 could be represented any of these ways up here. So 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. So we know that that proves that these two are equivalent fractions. Okay, read your directions carefully. We're going to make larger fractional units. So right now, this fraction is 2 parts out of 8. 2/8. So we're going to make the larger fractional pieces with the green. Here's 1 part, 2 parts, they're exactly the same, 3 parts, and 4 parts. And we're not coloring in anymore. I'm just showing you that that's 1 part. So we have 1 of 4 parts because we made these bigger parts, kind of like we stuck them back together. So we want to prove that by a number sentence of division of 1. And so 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1, and so we have to have 2 over 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, if you're still not getting it, let's go over it one more time. First, we want to see what this fraction is. So we have 4, 8, 12. We have 12, and we have 3 colored in. Now we want to take this pan of brownies, we're going to stick these pieces back together and these pieces back together. So now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 pieces now because we stuck those back together, and we have 1 of the 4 big pieces colored in. So we're going to divide, and we're going to go back and we're going to do our number sentence. Remember, we have to divide by 1. And so we have 3 divided by 3 over 3, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we just proved that if I had 1/4 and you had 3/12, we would have exactly the same amount. Okay, I'm just going to do one more for you, and I want to read the directions up here. So we're going to compose the shaded fractions, these 4 shaded fractions, into a larger fractional units. Okay, so if we do that, we can do 2 parts, 2 units, 1 unit, 2 units. Okay, so the first fraction I have would be 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. And my second fraction I just have 1 out of 2, 1/2. Okay, and I have to prove that 4/8 is the same amount as 1/2. So I'm going to divide by something over something, my 1, which is going to be 4 over 4, and I get 1/2. When you get to E in your homework, it says, what happened to the size of the fractional unit when you composed the fraction? So when we composed 1/2 here, the fraction unit, this piece was bigger than these 4/8. Okay, so the fractional units got larger. Question F says, what happened to the total number of units in the whole when you composed? Okay, so the total unit before we composed, we had 8. The total unit, the total number of units when we composed was, then we had 2 units, 1 unit, 2 units. So the units, the total number of units decreased. Okay, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you still don't understand, remember you need to email me.